Hello. So I just failed recording this because I realized my mic was off last night. Last night was weird because I just wanted to go to bed, but I needed to do my journal. So I had to get that done at first. But the answer is yes for today. And it's it's yes because after I come home from work, my long early day at work, I got to designing another thing on my 3D printer. Now, to explain it, it's going to be a bit of a long story. Basically, I don't have a bedroom that's separate from the rest of my house, so there's often background noise, and there's always, sometimes it'll be bugging me because there'll be people talking and commotioning and watching TV and such, and so I won't be able to record audio or anything like that because all that stuff will jam up with my personal audio and it'll be really annoying. And other times I'm just being too loud, especially late at night when everybody else is needing it quiet. And so I got these soundproofing panels. Only problem is you're supposed to put them on walls, and I don't really have any walls, especially between me and the noise. So I got these room divider things. There's just these stands with curtains on them, just little like fabric. This is what I'm moving every night. This is what they look like. This is just the side of them. I can't get them all the way over here because my ceiling's too low. But that's what I move every night. That's what's between the camera and Siren. So I figured I'd get these these curtain things and then stick the panels on either side of the curtain, but I didn't know how. Didn't know how to stick them there because I could have used needles or something, some kind of safety pin BS, or glue or Velcro or something like that. But I was really concerned that glue or Velcro wouldn't really stick permanently to the curtains and they'd just fall off eventually, and that would be so annoying. And so I tossed that idea. And then I thought, I don't know what I thought. My mom's into crafts and stuff. She makes costumes and like, so I figured she would have a solution. She's also very handy in the house. So I tried to go to her for help, and then we kind of didn't do anything. We both have a little bit of a pattern of doing that. She's better at doing stuff than I am, but we both have that problem. So earlier today, I had an idea on what to make for it. And so I began on the design. And basically, I'm designing these big clips that will clip onto the poles and just kind of grab the sound panels in place around the curtain. And then two clips will stick to each other across, so it all stays in place. And I designed both ends, because one's like an insert and one's like a gap, so that they can click together. So I designed both ends, and then I printed one. It took 3 hours to print, as these prints usually take. And then I realized there was a flaw in my design. I had it so closed off around the pole that when it bent to open up around the pole, it would crack the plastic. It almost broke in half. But it broke enough that it didn't clip around the curtain anymore. So I need to figure out how to solve that little design flaw. But before I figured out that was a design flaw, I started printing the other half. And I don't know if I can just cancel a print on my 3D printer. I didn't feel like finding out, so I'm just letting it print. And it's printing right now. It'll be done later tonight. Maybe after I go to bed, maybe not. trying to go to bed a little earlier tonight because this week's been so taxing on me. I have a later shift tomorrow. But that's not the only reason why today is a yes. My designing of 3D printing stuff, my being productive. I was productive in another way. I am using a notebook for my D&D sessions to write down all my leveling up information, my attack stuff, just kind of some notes to just keep at hand when I'm playing so that it's a smoother experience for me. And so I wrote down a spell or two more that I already have in my inventory of spells. And so that was productive. Because if I don't do that until the sessions, I'm spending all that time in my notebook while all the action's going on, and I'm kind of missing out on a bit of it. Not all of it, but a bit of it. So I gotta kind of choose between writing down spells and doing the work, or playing the game. And so instead of doing that, I'm going to get all that stuff written down in my notebook before my next session, including whatever spells I pick for my next level or two, because I unlock more spells every time I level up, and that happens once or twice a session, as far as I'm concerned, because it's only happened like once per session so far. We started at level 1, and the first session we leveled up once, and then the second session we leveled up again, and it was fun. Leveling up is cool because you unlock cooler spells and abilities and more powerful stuff. It was super fun. And the weeks have gotten so much longer since we started playing because I'm always anticipating every Friday so that I can play more D&D and see what happens next in the story. It's like a real story. I'm so excited. It really tickles my interests. But that's how I was productive today. Tomorrow I have a short shift. It starts later, but ends at about the same time as my other. It's another day shift. And so I will stay up a little later tonight. I hope I can get to bed a little earlier than right on time, because I am a little tired. But I am a little high on the I've been productive today energy. It feels good. I like the feeling. But that's today. And tomorrow tomorrow before work, I'm going to do my best to sleep as much as I need to and relax, have a good, slow, and easy morning as opposed to the rushed ones I've been having lately, because I've had some late nights and early mornings, and it's not been very healthy, and I felt the effects. Like earlier today, I had a bit of a depression attack where just suddenly I was feeling very sad inside, and I just hated being at work while I had that. And I'm punctuating that thought with a laugh, but it did not feel good whatsoever. I hate it when I get those little depression attacks, and it usually comes when I'm not sleeping well and getting up early and such and working a lot. But I need to be working a lot so I can earn more money, so I can grab some things that I like to grab. Material wealth, man. It's a fun thing. But I also got some bills to pay and stuff like that, so, it's all a bit its own thing. But yeah, tomorrow after work, I plan on drawing and maybe writing some more spells and such information in my book notes to help the game go smoother. Help me memorize the way it's played a little better. So that's tomorrow. I don't know, maybe I'll edit a video, right? Or at least another gaming video, because I did that one playthrough of Minecraft where I just opened up a world and did everything I could to beat the Ender Dragon as fast as I could without looking up any speedrun strategies or nothing like that. I wasn't speedrunning, I was just trying to beat the dragon. Made a world solely for beating the dragon. And I did. Just because I got that one comment asking if I'd ever beaten the Ender Dragon before. So yeah, I made a video to prove it, and I have not edited it or released it since I made it, which was like over a week ago, I think. Been a little occupied in other ways. But that's today and tomorrow. It's dog time. Hey, Simon. I just walked him for the last time tonight. He was really thirsty. I had to let him out of his kennel. I had to fill up his water bowl because I realized his water bowl was a little empty. But we had a good little walk. I put on the big harness I got him a few months ago. I got him too big of a harness because he was too small of a puppy. But I knew he would grow into it eventually, and he's grown most of the way into it. Even at its smallest sizing, it's still a little big on him, but he fits it pretty well. It's not tight. It's definitely not tight. It could be tighter. It could fit better, but alas, he's still got some growing room to do, and eventually his big undercoat's gonna pop in, and he's gonna be even fluffier than he is now. I look forward to that because huskies are really adorable, especially when they're older. Puppy cuteness is different. But that's everything for today. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. Share me with your friends, family, acquaintances, associates, anyone you think you know that might like my content. Help me expand my channel. We're doing great. I don't know what subscriber count I'm at right now, but I was at 130 the last time I checked. It's weird, right? We hit 100 and then we got like 25 really fast and then it just stopped for a minute. Whatever. As you can see, I'm in no particular hurry. I do know I need to write more soon. It's that short story I'm almost finished with. Gotta get her done. And of course, there's the longer story that I have to finish the first book of before I start playing Elden Ring. Publishing those videos on my channel, because I'll definitely do that. Probably. But that's enough tangenting. That's everything I have to say. At least for now. Good night.